Aloha, I am Aja Eyre, and this is the weekly Maui Pono Network update. We welcome you. If this is your first time with our video, we try to send out a weekly update that talks about what's happening in our county, what affects local people, what's the big news, what's the state news and laws and all those things. Try to make it interesting. We try to bring it to you quickly, and we try to just get you interested enough that you can follow up and do your own research, talk to your friends and family about what's going on so that we can all be more informed voters and that we can work together to provide protection for the people of our county, for the environment, and for the community as a whole. So welcome. If you haven't visited our website, we're at mauipononetwork.org, and there you can find a lot more information. We try to link pertinent articles, and we provide a lot of our own research. And of course, this time of year during the election season, you can find our candidates, the Ohana candidates. You've probably seen the banners if you've been driving around the island at all, and eventually you'll be getting some stuff in your mail too. So again, we're Maui Pono Network. All right, so let's talk about the news. I think what everybody's been kind of thinking about and maybe not thinking about are the primary election results. Now, there was a lot of small news with the primary election results, and by that I mean things that was not surprising, things that were not surprising. And by that I mean most of the state races where we saw all of the incumbents be re-elected to their party so that they're representing their party in the general election. I'm thinking Mahina Poipoi and Angus McKelvey, Linda Coit. A lot of these people who've been serving in these positions have really been working hard. In some ways, it's helpful to have incumbents be reelected because they've already, got their staff in place and they're able to make good change. But also in Hawaii, we don't really see a lot of competition there in those state races at the primary level. And part of that is that we have a really low turnout for our primary elections. This was actually the lowest turnout on record. And, I'm asking you, was it because people are bored? Is it because it's held over the summer? Is it because there's just not a lot of information out there? Who knows? But I want to get to the big news in the primary, and that was a showdown between Tom Cook, who is currently an incumbent after serving one term in his office in the Kihei South Maui County Council seat. And he and Kelly King came back. She took a couple years off, and she's an incumbent for many years prior, and she actually in the primary only got 145 votes less than Tom Cook. Now they're both moving on to the general, but what I think this forebodes is a lot of spending in that race from the corporate entities who back the non-community oriented candidates. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but this is gonna be one of the big races to watch. The other interesting thing that happened in the local stuff was just we saw the beginning of the showdown between John Pele and Keani Rollins Fernandez. So going into the general election, we're less than 3 months away from that. What's going to be happening? Well, we're going to see a lot of money spent on this county council campaign season. A lot of money. I'm estimating, a couple of the people that we work with Maui Pono Network estimating at least $1 million spent. Now, this is based off of previous elections, and this is based on what's at stake. So we've got corporations vying for that land that's available in Lahaina, corporations vying for the land that's available South Maui. We have timeshare groups that are looking for laws that support their continual taking of money out of our community. So these corporations have a lot of money invested in Maui, and they want to invest more money. It's a good return. And so they're getting those corporate focused contenders well backed. So those are the non-Ohana candidates. And we're really careful at Maui Pono Network to select the candidates that are community-based, community-oriented. So we're going to see major races with the John Pele, Keani Rollins Fernandez, Tom Cook, and Kelly King, of course. We have U'u Hodges, Nohe U'u Hodges over here and I'm saying over here because I'm in Makawao, and based on the election results from the last one, we don't predict a lot of money being spent there. But if we see some more action coming from this race, then we might see more money spent there. And then, of course, we're going to have the Carolee Kamakona and Tasha Kama race, which is always so close, always so close. They're just contending. They're always neck and neck. So there's some really exciting races to watch. And what we're asking you at the end of this video, what is the come away from this video? And I think that this is the primary Kamui. The time is now. Now the election's less than 3 months away, but the time is now for you to be speaking with your friends and your family and the people that you know, the people you have influence over, and establishing yourself as someone who seeks and finds information, somebody who cares about the community and is looking out for local concerns. And so that you can enter in these conversations and be able to be a good influence on others, helping them be more informed voters, helping them take care that when they cast their ballot in November, that they are voting for their community, for their future, for the future of their children and their grandchildren, for the future of the environment that we all love and care for here in Maui County. Again, I'm Aja Eyre. Please, if you can, just take the time to start one conversation this week about who's running for county council and the general election. See if you can do it. Let us know how it goes. You can reach out to us on Facebook or on our website. Again, mypononetwork.org. Aloha. We'll see you next week.